Hello, everybody! In this video, we're going to talk about urges. So, food urges specifically for today, and what is an urge, why do we get them, and how can we deal with them? What options are available to us? And what's the ultimate goal when you do have an urge? So, the main thing for you to consider is that all an urge is a thought. We have thousands of thoughts a day, and we don't have to act upon them. We can have the thought, and we can come and it can go. And that's kind of how it goes, how it flows. An urge is a thought. Quite often urges are like, I need you to take action. I need you to do this. I need you to give me that. So you might have an urge for like sweets or something. Say you're sitting on the couch at 8 o'clock at night and this urge or this craving comes up and you're like, ooh, I want to eat some of those Oreo cookies. That's an urge. That's a thought that comes up. Your thoughts will drive your feelings will drive your actions, and your actions will drive your results. All of that comes from that thought, from that initial thought. So know then that all that urge is a thought, and you essentially have four options. Okay, we can give in and eat the Oreo cookie or cookies or sundaes or whatever it is. Doesn't have to be anything sugary or carby. It can be that cheese or that celery stick later at night when you don't necessarily want to be having it. So you can give in, you can resist. Okay, you're probably thinking, oh, that sounds like a smart strategy. I can resist it, right? But what tends to happen is with resisting, we're building up that desire for it. When you tell a child they can't have something, what happens? Say you go to the grocery store and they're gonna flip out, they're gonna lose their minds, and if you give in, then the next time you go back, it's gonna be ramped up even further. In your mind, that exact same thing is happening. That exact same process is happening. It comes from a neurochemical level. So option one, give in. Option two is just to plain out resist, which neither of these are really benefiting you. Option three is to replace. So now you're thinking, ooh, we're getting somewhere. This makes sense. Instead of having the Oreo cookies, I'm gonna have peanut butter and celery. Okay. Yeah, that's a different choice for sure. But what are we teaching ourselves? Are we actually teaching ourselves anything? We're still getting that dopamine hit. We're still getting that little spike of, ooh, I'm getting what I want. You're still giving yourself something. You're just replacing it with something that, yeah, might be healthier, but from a brain perspective, from a neurochemical perspective, you have to understand, or I invite you to understand, that maybe that replacement isn't quite serving you. It might be detrimental along the way. So option one, give in. Option two is to resist. Option three is to replace. So what then is option four? Option four is to allow. Because an urge is a thought, and you don't have to act upon it, means you can just allow it to be there. You can allow that thought, you can allow the feeling that comes up, and if you allow those two things, you're creating space, and that space is what will move you forward. It will move you past that thought of the craving, past that feeling of the craving, that sensation within your body. And then over time, practiced over time, you're gonna be just, okay, that turtle chocolate cake can sit there, and that's all it does. It just sits there. I'm not like, oh my God, I want it, but I'm not gonna have it. Or it's not gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna have that, but I'm gonna have this instead. It's just to allow it to be there, to be like, there it is. There it is. And it's as simple as that. Allowing thoughts, and on that same note, allowing emotions to be there. instead of resisting, hiding them, having to cover them up. So we get bored, we want to avoid that. We're like, I don't want to be bored, I'm scared. So we resist it, or we replace it, or we give into it. What if we just allowed it? What if? Consider the possibility of just allowing that urge, that thought to be there.